Ata for not accepting a dozen roses from my husband after my surgery? This happened a few years ago, when I had to have a lumpectomy on one of my breasts due to cancer. My husband took me to the hospital for the procedure, and then left to go run errands. I had never had this kind of procedure before, and finding out I had cancer was already scary. He said he'd be right back while they were prepping me for surgery. Once I was ready and waiting to go in, a nurse asked if I wanted my husband to come sit with me. I said yes. She came back a few minutes later and said she couldn't find him, so I sat there, alone, for an hour. Still no sign of him. I went into surgery without any reassurance from him. No kiss on the cheek, no I love you, no, everything's going to be okay. It was such a lonely feeling. I remember wishing I had brought my mom with me instead. The procedure took about an hour. When I woke up in recovery, he still hadn't returned. I started getting really worried. The nurse told me he wasn't answering his phone. She seemed annoyed too. She gave me post-op instructions, but I was half out of it from the anesthesia, and honestly too distracted, worrying about where the hell he was. About 30 minutes later, she came back in and said, "Sweetie, we're still trying to call him, but if he doesn't get here soon, you won't be able to leave. There's a big storm coming, and this wing will be on lockdown until it passes." I could feel the tears welling up. I just wanted to go home. 10 minutes later, he finally strolls in, holding a dozen roses, acting like he's husband of the year. I asked him where he had been. He told me he went to the bar because he was craving one of their burgers. I looked at him and said, "I waited alone through this whole thing. You should have been here for me." He said he was sorry and held out the roses. I told him he could take the roses and shove it. I said I was never bringing him to another medical procedure again because he sucked. I was getting part of my breast removed, and he was out having a tasty burger and a beer? What the hell? I cried the entire ride home.